You want a cool freighter? Or how about this totally not trademarked multi-tool? How about this badass looking S-tier ship? Or how about this animal? Yes, all that and more will be available for you to visit. All you need to do is just find one and only portal! So come with me and listen in on how you can find and activate your very own. Now then, there are about generally two ways of going about getting the portal and using it, but either which case you will need to have found a portal and have those 16 glyphs to activate the 12 glyph address to the Pegasus Galaxy.
Oh dear, what the hell are you doing? In the middle of my backswing?
Oh god damn it, how did my favorite TV show Clips got in here? Well anyway, so about getting the stuff. There's the story way of getting the portal, and there's the manual way. Let's start with the story way. Basically, like almost all technologies and cool things, if you follow the main story, eventually you will touch or see them. The same goes with the portal. Seriously, cannot believe the Hello game still hasn't been sued for copyright infringement. Still, this is not exactly the most fastest or direct way of getting the wondrous device, which leads us to manual mode. See, every system has a single portal in it, and you will need to find it, just like the glyphs that power the damn things. These two things can be found separately, so feel free to skip to whichever one you want to go with first. I usually start with glyphs myself. From a fresh start, you do what you normally do and follow the main story. That does not change. Then when you finally get the hyperdrive and can roam completely freely, this is where I veered off the track and went off to search for glyphs. However, as I discovered later down the line, the traveler characters that give you these glyphs do not spawn until you reach another certain point in the story. Fuck you, No Man's Sky! Okay, so, those that just joined, let me explain what the fuck just happened. I start a new save, I fuck around until I get a hyperdrive, I get into space, and with that hyperdrive, instead of following the mission, I just jump forward towards the galactic center in search for a station with a traveler. These unique looking fucking assholes are crucial in order to get glyphs. I was traveling and found none. However, now that I have progressed to the multiplayer opening portion of the game, once I got inside the anomaly, all of a sudden these idiots appear. God damn it, Vicky! Why can't you be right? Okay, somebody please credit me for discovering this, because this must be placed there. So then you need to get the Nexus quest part done with the introductory and so on and so forth. Then leave the damn thing and then the travelers start spawning in, which is when you start to go off and search for them. So then, glyphs. There are 16 of them in total, and in story missions they will be eventually thrown at you. But on your own you can discover them by finding the traveler characters in space stations or planetary ports. Now I don't bother with the planetary ports myself, and rather go for the space stations straight away, jumping into a new system and repeating the process, which is a lot faster and just less bothersome, if you will. Then you approach them and ask where they came from. For this though, you will need to provide a requested resource. Here you see I need to provide 100 nanites, so prepare your pockets. In turn for your generosity, they will provide the location of a grave. You go to it, rub it gently, and voila, one of the glyphs is yours. Now repeat it 15 more times. As for the portals, well, they're relatively easy to find and plenty of them are around. Now, you can blindly, of course, stumble upon one or just simply get it from the story, but again, this is a crash course with TheYamiks. First, you need to get some of those navigational data things. You know, the garbage stuff that you get instead of the nanites in the starport thingies. You see, these things you can exchange for maps, and one such thing you must do here as well. What you need to find here is an alien monolith. So pick a few alien maps, since not always you get it at the first try. Then, as you arrive at the said monolith, make sure to save, either manually or with a ship. Cause if you fuck up a question that monolith asks, you get nothing. So, if that happens, just reload the save and try the option number 2 and so on until you get it right. Afterwards, again, more annoyances. To locate the portal, you will need to provide the monolith with one of the 3 races' artifacts, or so-called curiosities. Now, how to get them? I don't fucking know. I mean, you find them. Yes, saved. But seriously though, these artifacts can be found in many different places. One good way of getting them is through random pulse drive trader encounters. They tend to have them on hand always, so pick them up when you can. You can also find them in those broken green containers. You know, just drop to your knees and pray to RNGesus to deliver the hot load you so much crave. Once the portal location is found, I strongly recommend you build a teleporter next to it, and then rename the place so that you can find it in the list, as you will always come back to it. Trust me, this will be the livelihood of any player-found discovery that you want to visit. And speaking of that, now that you have working portal, you can actually check out my other videos of, let's say, S-tier multi-tools, freighters, hell, even make your own discoveries and share them on Coordinate Exchange, or go on the journey yourself. Portal is the most useful multiplayer asset you can have in this game. I managed to find this portal in my first couple of hours of a new save, and all that was left afterwards was just getting glyphs. That might take a little bit of jumping, but it's overall the faster way than the story route. And so, if this helped you out, well then maybe you want to take a peek at my Patreon and help me out as well in turn. But either which case, portal on and watch out for the copyright infringement, No Man's Sky, I'm watching you!